Hello, hi, namaste and welcome to Vidhyaashram. Syllabus, topics to know about, question paper, pattern. In first PUC, you have to study 2 books and you will be studying a lot more skills which will help you further in your life. That these 13 chapters and poems will definitely reflect a good moral in your lives. What will be the question paper pattern in your final examination? Most of the students, they lose mark in this main. Hello, hi, namaste and welcome to Vidhyaashram, the Temple of Excellence. I am Nanda Kishore, Faculty of English in Vidhyaashram, Mysuru. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the students who have excelled in your matriculation exam. I am here to introduce you all for the first PUC English language. Before I introduce you all for the first PUC English language, let me tell you a couple of interesting facts about English. Did you know that 1/4 of the world's population somehow managed to speak or communicate in English? And 11% of English language is just filled with letter E. And most importantly, English language is believed to be the happy language in the world. So you really need to be happy now because we are about to study the world's most happiest language. So let me introduce you for the first PUC English language. So what are we going to discuss today in today's session? I will be discussing syllabus, topics to know about, question paper, pattern. In your matriculation, question paper pattern would be different, syllabus would be different. You could have studied just one book, but in first PUC, you have to study 2 books. So let us see what are the 2 books you need to study. First book is known as Reflections, which is textbook, which contains 7 chapters and 6 poems. And altogether, you have 13 units. Second book is workbook, which is known as Articulations. Articulation is nothing but active pronunciation of words. And in this book, you will study 11 units. Now let us see what are the chapters that you have to see in the textbook. And for the textbook, 60 hours is allotted. So what are the chapters you get to study in the textbook? The Gentleman of the Jungle, The Schoolboy, Around a Medicinal Creeper, Oru Manushan, Money Madness, Babar Ali, If I Was a Tree. And 8th one is Watchman of the Lake, The Farmer's Wife, Frederick Douglass, An Old Woman, 2 Gentlemen of the Jungle, and the last poem, Do Not Ask of Me, My Love. I strongly believe that these 13 chapters and poems will definitely reflect a good moral in your lives. So, what do you study in book 2? Again, book 2, 60 hours is allotted. First topic is articles, prepositions, tenses. I keep telling my students, you need to master articles, parts of speech and tenses, because without knowing these 3 parts of speech, tenses and articles, your English and your basic English is incomplete. And these 3 topics will definitely help you for your second PUC examination. So what else do we get to study apart from these? Subject-verb agreement, word order, question forms, correction of sentence, reading comprehension, reference skills, letter writing and language functions. You might have studied various topics in your 10th standard, but here in first PUC English language, your comprehending skill has to improve and you will be studying a lot more skills which will help you further in your life. So what else do you get to study? As we told, we will be discussing about question paper pattern today. And remember, there will be 2 main sections in your final exam. It could be first year PUC or it could be second year PUC. Section A contains question and answer, which will be asked for 50 marks, and section B will be grammar, which will be asked for 50 marks. So what are the contents you need to study for 50 marks? What will be the question paper pattern in your final examination? There will be 3 mains in section A. In part A, there will be 3 mains. In main 1, answer the following in a word, a phrase or a sentence. And as I told you, there are 13 chapters in first PUC English language, and they can choose each question or one question from every chapter. So you will be expecting 12 questions which carries 1 mark each. And in main 2, answer any 8. You will have 10 questions in your final examination. If the question paper pattern is for 100 marks, they will give you 10 questions in main 2. Out of 10, you need to answer any 8. And not just that, any 8 of the following, choosing at least 2 from the poems. This is mandatory. Out of 8 questions you answer, you have to choose 2 questions from the poems in a paragraph of 80 to 100 words each. And each question will carry 4 marks. In main 3, you will have to answer 1 question out of 3. It could be from the poem, it could be from the chapter, or it could be even from the drama. Answer any one of the following in about 200 words. If you ask me how many words or how many lines or how many paragraphs to write, you have to write in about 200 words, which will come up to 1.5 pages in your board examination, and it could be 2 to 3 paragraphs. You can write within 2 paragraphs or you can exceed to 3 paragraphs. Don't exceed more than 3 paragraphs while you are answering for the 6-mark question. Now we are moving on to section B. Part B, it is for 50 marks and they will be testing your grammar knowledge. So main 4, remember there will be continuous numbers. You don't have to renumber them from question number 1, 2, 3. There will be continuous numbers, and kindly make sure that you are writing the continuous numbers and make sure you are writing the right question number while answering the question in your final examination. Main 4, read the following passage and answer the question set on it. It will be asked for 10 marks and there will be 10 questions. So each question will carry 1 mark. What does it mean? The following passage? The following passage is nothing but comprehending. So what is the meaning of comprehending? Comprehension is nothing but extracting the meaning out of it and extracting the answer out of it and answering the question to the point. Write the answers to the point. If there is a question asked and answer lies in second or third line, don't start writing from word 1 till the paragraph ending. Don't do the mistake, because following passage or comprehending skill is given for your comprehending skill. And once you start answering the question series, let us say this series will be asked from 15 to 25. And once you start answering the question number 15 under the following passage, there should be sequential order. You should answer this in sequence: 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and so on. And few students have a tendency of answering first 16 and then going to 18 and then they will come back to 15. Don't do the mistake. You will lose mark. There will be clear instructions given in your public examination question paper asking you to attempt a question and write the question set in series, and it should be in one place. Most of the students, they have a tendency of answering first 3 questions in first page, next 4 questions in middle page and rest of the questions at the last page. Don't do it. It should be in sequence and it should be in one place. In main 5, there are sub questions. What is the main question here? Fill in the blanks with appropriate articles and prepositions given in brackets. So each question will carry 1 mark and they will ask you 4 questions. Under that, B, fill in the blanks with suitable form of the verb given in brackets. Again, this carries 1 mark and they will be asking you 4 questions. C, choose the correct form of the verb that agrees with the subject. Subject-verb agreement, 1 mark, 3 questions. Choose the following sentences and rewrite them. Most of the students, they lose mark in this main. Why? Because they don't rewrite. They will just identify the error and they will write the answer. But you have to rewrite the answer. Complete sentence should be written in your examination. And this will be tested for 2 marks and each question carries 1 mark. And this last section is rewrite as directed. It could be articles, it could be preposition, it could be error identification, it could be other grammatical parts, and there will be sub clauses here, sub questions here, and this will be asked for 6 marks. Again, it carries 1 mark each. And main 6. Refer to the following list of events and answer the question set on it. The answer will lie in the question paper itself. The answer will be lying in the question paper. All you have to do is you need to identify the question and see the answer and answer them correctly. So it will be asked for 4 marks and it carries 1 mark each. Under main 6 you have letter writing. So this is very important and this will be asked for 5 marks and there will be 1 question. Main 7. Match the expression under column A to its corresponding language function under B. There will be column A and there will be column B. All you have to do is just match the expression. Let me give you an example. What is this expression here? Good morning. So what am I doing here? I am greeting, right? How are you? I am enquiring, right? Could you please lend me your pencil? I am requesting. So the expression is given in the block A and you have to match the answer with block B or column B, and they will be asking you for 5 marks and each question carries 1 mark. Complete the dialogue. Now there are 2 types of dialogue writing here. One kind of dialogue writing is they will give you half of the answer in the dialogue form. You need to fill in the blanks. So it will be asked for 4 marks and they will give you 4 blanks and each blank will carry 1 mark. So the last one is dialogue writing. In this dialogue writing, they will not give you half of the answer because you have to frame all the dialogues by yourself, and it will be asked for 3 marks and it carries 1 mark for each dialogue. And if you can just frame 4 meaningful dialogues, and there should be a flow of ideas when you are framing the dialogues. So that's it for today's session. I hope the entire syllabus will reflect some good moral in your lives. So let us meet in the next session. In my next session, I will be discussing about the chapter, The Gentleman of the Jungle. Thank you and goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, according to old English, goodbye doesn't mean bye-bye forever. Goodbye means God be with you. So thank you. Have a good day.